Dear viewers, and welcome to our new edition of our program Africa Today. In today's edition, we are going to tackle the visit by Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati to Tunisia. In a move to boost regional cooperation, Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati is visiting Tunisia to hold talks with senior officials and take part in the trilateral discussions with Tunisia and Algeria on the situation in Libya. More details in the following story.
Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati paid an official visit to Tunisia as part of the ongoing efforts to strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries and enhance coordination on regional issues. During the visit, Abdelati held meetings with senior Tunisian officials to discuss ways to expand cooperation in political, economic and cultural fields. The talks focused on reinforcing the strong historical ties between Egypt and Tunisia and exploring new opportunities for partnership that serves the interests of both nations. A key part of the visit was Abdelati's participation in a trilateral meeting with the foreign ministers of Tunisia and Algeria. The meeting aimed to exchange views on the latest developments in Libya and to coordinate positions in support of a political solution that preserves Libya's unity, sovereignty and stability. The three ministers stressed the importance of supporting dialogue among Libyan parties and rejecting foreign interference in Libyan affairs. They also highlighted the need for coordinated regional efforts to promote security and stability in North Africa. The visit reflects Egypt's continued commitment to strengthening relations with neighboring countries and playing an active role in addressing regional challenges through diplomacy and cooperation.
And to shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Ambassador Sou'ad Shalaby, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Ambassador Shalaby, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Ambassador Shalaby, what were the main objectives of Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati's visit to Tunisia and his participation at the tripartite meeting concerning the situation in Libya?
As you know, this mechanism of coordination between Algeria, Egypt and Tunisia has been created since 2017. So this has been a revival of this coordination. And of course these ministers, also the top officials, have met already also again in December 21st. And because they were all seeking to find a successful path to resolve the Libya crisis. This is also it is coordinated also with the United Nations Special Envoy Hannah Tete. She's my friend, and I know she's going to do a good job because she's doing this meeting in order to secure the consensus among the Libyan parties and to find a way for peace negotiations with the different factions in Libya, and to find a solution to the problem that has been going on for a long time. So this is like a meeting that will focus on peaceful negotiation between the parties, and also to find a way for regional strategy, because North African region, Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, is important for Libya. And this is a Libyan-led political process, so it has to be not imposed on Libya. They have to agree on this regional strategy.
Yes, indeed. Ambassador Shalaby, how important actually is the trilateral coordination between Egypt, Tunisia and Algeria in resolving the very alarming situation in Libya?
Of course, as you know, it has been a long time since there has been a delay in the election process, and there has been some also instability in Libya, and this is why this meeting is focusing on trying to coordinate the positions of the different factions in order to support the Libyan people,
yes,
in order to restore stability, and also to make sure that there is a withdrawal of all foreign forces and mercenaries from Libyan territories. And this is a point that has been emphasized by the trilateral ministers meeting. In the trilateral ministers meeting, it has been emphasized that there has to be no foreign intervention in Libya.
Indeed, indeed. Also, what positions did Egypt emphasize regarding the political unity and the stability in Libya during the talks, and of course the necessity, as we always say, for holding both presidential and parliamentary elections in Libya?
As you know, Minister Abdelati has declared many times, Dr. Abdelati reaffirmed Egypt's support for a comprehensive political settlement.
Indeed.
It has to be led by Libyans themselves and based on full national ownership. This is the target that Egypt is looking at, to end divisions, to restore security and stability for the people themselves, the Libyan people. This is the support for Libyan people in achieving their aspirations for stability and for development.
Indeed. Ambassador Shalaby, how actually can the neighboring countries of Libya help to prevent further escalation and foreign interference in Libya?
Well, this is a very important question because regional security depend on the Libya's unity and sovereignty and territorial integrity.
Indeed.
If Libya is not secure, is unstable, then it will affect the whole region of North Africa. That is why the trilateral meeting is focusing on security, on stability, on the withdrawal of all foreign forces, on foreign fighters, mercenaries, in order to secure Libyan peaceful coexistence, the Libyan people. Of course, to renew legitimacy and build stable institutions in Libya.
Ambassador Shalaby, how did the meeting address the issue of holding unified and inclusive Libyan elections as well?
Well, this is what the three ministers are trying to discuss. How can they solve the problem of the deep-seated division in Libya with two rival administrations, the government of national unity in Tripoli and another government supported by the House of Representatives in the east. So this is not easy, of course, because it took such a long time, and there has been a delay in the long delay for the elections. And the neighboring countries, of course, Egypt, Tunisia and Algeria, they are helping to facilitate the Libyan-led political process and to prevent any further escalation and to focus on holding this election, and also to prevent any conflict in Libya, which will destabilize the North African region.
Also, what security concerns did Egypt raise about the situation on the Libyan borders as well?
Of course, we are sharing borders with Libya. Tunisia and Algeria are facing borders, and this is why it is important for the three countries to secure stability in Libya and to restore the unity of the political unity and the sovereignty. So it is important for the three countries, and this is like a target for regional strategy that the three countries are looking forward to achieve.
Yes. Also, how can the regional cooperation actually contribute to rebuild the Libyan state institutions, which is of a vital importance to the establishment of a strong Libyan state?
Well, this is it will be the second step. The first step is to secure the stability and the withdrawal of the foreign forces. And then there will be a focus on building the institution or rebuilding the institutions in order to secure the unity of both the East and the West in Libya. So to avoid any tensions, there has to be involvement of the three countries, Egypt, Algeria, and Tunisia, in order to with the help, of course, of the special UN special envoy and the UN-led initiatives, the regional efforts have to align together in order to help Libya get out of this vicious circle that it is passing through.
Indeed. Ambassador Sou'ad Shalaby, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much for your very precious input. Always a pleasure. And moving on with our news in Africa, where catastrophic flooding across Mozambique has affected more than 640,000 people, the authorities said, with more than half of those in the Gaza province. The regional capital, Chai, is submerged, and fears of hunger and disease are actually mounting. The local authorities are coordinating with the authorities and the country's relief agency, while the National Disaster Management Institute, to ensure the aid research and the needed help is arriving, while in Limpopo, the biggest impact of those floods has been on the agricultural areas, according to the disaster administration, and the authorities have rescued around 40 people there. And moving on to Malawi, where the Southern African nation began a cholera vaccination rollout this week in a bid to stem the spread of the disease that kills tens of thousands of people globally each year.
The Southern African nation of Malawi began a cholera vaccination rollout this week in a bid to stem the threat of the disease that kills tens of thousands of people globally each year. Cholera is avoidable when there is access to clean water and largely curable with rehydration medication, and there are effective vaccines. Malawi is one of the several countries in Africa that face the perennial threat of cholera, and that's been accelerated this year by unusually heavy rains and flooding in the southern African region, the kind of weather that often prompts cholera outbreaks. Cholera is an acute diarrhea disease caused by a bacteria typically spread through contaminated food or water. The continent suffered a major setback in its battle against cholera last year, when cases surpassed 300,000 according to the Africa Centers for Disease Control, the worst toll in 25 years. One of the areas targeted by Malawian health officials for the third-day rollout that ended on Friday was a densely populated township in the commercial capital. At least 17 people have been diagnosed with cholera in the city in recent weeks, with one death reported, and authorities warned of a steady rise in cases nationally.
Well, with that, our dear viewers, we come to the end of this edition of our program, Africa Today. Many thanks for watching.